Wow, this book is really good. Hey audience, welcome to Creeper Invasion. Hey guys, I'm JT, aka Creeper125, and as some of you may know, I am a huge Harry Potter fan. Like, literally, my second video was about how much I like Harry Potter, so slight Harry Potter fan, just a little bit. And no, I will not be counting The Cursed Child. I've made a video on that already, and it's that's enough for me. No, thank you, please. I don't want to relive those memories again. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing the original 7, and to be honest, these are all really good. Like, most of them probably make my top 10 books just in general. So yeah, don't take this list too seriously. And if we have different opinions, that's totally cool.
So, yeah.
And of course, spoiler alert, like usual, I'll put, the time card on my face here, and then you can just go to that time that you see on the screen when you see it to avoid that next book review. It's really hard to word that. So without further ado, let's do it. The video. Now, in last place, what is probably the least popular book in the series, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. No. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Now, this book is still really good. Like, really good. But, alas, this is Harry Potter we're talking about. So this is more like my least favorite in the greatest book series ever created, in my opinion. So, still good. And I've said book a lot today. I mean, this book has a really interesting plot. When the secret chamber is opened up and this massive basilisk snake thing goes around petrifying people in Hogwarts, so it's up to Harry, Ron, and Hermione to stop it. Because that's always what happens at the end. It's Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Always. It also introduces us to a lot of interesting characters like Dobby and Colin Creevey and Lucius Malfoy, Arthur Weasley, and of course Gilderoy Lockhart. Harry, Ron, and Hermione being detectives is a pretty interesting idea. I think the main problem with this book, novel. See, it was different that time. I have variety in my scripts, sort of. Is that other than the Chamber of Secrets being opened, not that much happens. I mean, there's not really that many major plot points that don't relate to the Chamber of Secrets. And while focusing on one particular plot point can work in some stages, like with the Deathly Hallows, I just don't think that the Chamber of Secrets being opened is enough to carry the book for
over 300 pages.
Sure, we do have the Lockhart storyline, but that does eventually link back to the Chamber of Secrets when Lockhart actually goes into the Chamber of Secrets. Even Quidditch gets dragged into this, with, in the first match, Harry getting attacked by a bludger that was set on him by Dobby because he wanted him to leave the school because of the Chamber of Secrets. Sound like a real nerd after that sentence. And in the second match, Quidditch is cancelled because of the Chamber of Secrets. But to be fair, it was still a fun read, so I'd definitely recommend it. Next, in 6th place, we have Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I am not calling it the Sorcerer's Stone. No matter what the American version says, it will always be the Philosopher's Stone. This is the one where Harry goes to Hogwarts for the first time and meets Ron, Hermione, Hagrid, Draco, McGonagall, Snape, and Dumbledore. Basically, he has to stop Voldemort from stealing the Philosopher's Stone, and let's be real, you probably all know the plot to this one. I mean, you definitely do if you're sticking around, because that means you probably don't care about spoilers, or you've actually read it, and everyone knows what happens in the Deathly Hallows. I mean, the Sorcerer's Stone. I am not calling it the Sorcerer's Stone, Philosopher's Stone.
I'm Englishing so well today.
This book is really good. It's simple, but it's entertaining. It's such a great idea, and you really have to give J.K. Rowling credit for, coming up with such an original and clever idea. To be honest, my favorite part about this book is just Harry going to his classes and learning about magic, because you never really get that from the other books. Because I feel like in this one, it's more focused on what happens at Hogwarts, and it's new. In the other books, it's just like, well, obviously this is going to happen because it happened in the last book, but this book, it's fresh, and I think that's part of what makes this book more entertaining to read. But obviously, this book is not flawless. I think part of the problem is just there's a lot of plot holes. Like, why would they lock the Chamber of Secrets with a lock that any old first year can just open with magic? And if they were set up by some of the greatest wizards and witches of their time, why are the defenses so easy to get through? But regardless, I still think this one is really good, so yeah. And in 5th place, we have the 5th book in the series, The Order of the Phoenix. This book does get a little bit of hate for being
too long.
And also Harry getting mad at everything, and it just eventually loses all effect because he gets mad about every little thing. And both of those complaints are valid, but I still think there's a lot of good stuff in this book. The plot of this one is that the Ministry of Magic sends this lady named Dolores Umbridge to be the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher at Hogwarts. So basically they can kind of
Take over Hogwarts.
sort of, not really, just kind of interfere with it. And basically this new character, Dolores Umbridge, is so infuriating that she will make you forget that you are raging about a woman being bad at her job in a children's book series about magic. Anyway, she's really bad at her job and doesn't teach the kids anything. So Harry and Ron and Hermione actually start like this club where Harry teaches them Defense Against the Arts and is somehow better than like all their teachers besides maybe Lupin. So really, he should be teaching these classes. Meanwhile, Harry's having dreams about Voldemort trying to steal a thing. And eventually the two plots culminate when Dolores Umbridge tries to hold all the main characters captive, so Harry and Ron and Hermione and Ginny and Neville and a newcomer named Luna have to escape so they can save Sirius Black from Voldemort,
who's at the Department of Mysteries, which is in the Ministry of Magic, but he's not actually there because Voldemort tricked them using this link between their minds. And then they meet a bunch of Death Eaters, and then they have to try and steal the thing that Harry was dreaming about Voldemort trying to steal, and then there's a big battle.
and Sirius Black dies. Whoa, this long. This book is so long. So, what did I like? Well, for one thing, it introduced a lot of great new characters, like Tonks and Kingsley and Bellatrix and Luna and Kreacher. Also, I really love that big battle at the end, especially the part where Voldemort and Dumbledore have that one-on-one duel, which is flippin' awesome. And also, all the Time Turners get destroyed. Yay! Still couldn't stop the cursed child from happening, though. I also really like Harry teaching all the kids at Hogwarts Defense Against the Dark Arts. It really shows how good he is at magic. So yeah, bonus points for that. Coming in 4th place, we have Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which is a really bad title if you ask me. It should be like Harry Potter and the Memories of Voldemort, or Harry Potter and the Horcruxes, or Harry Potter and the Vanishing Cabinet, or Harry Potter and the one where Dumbledore dies, because, you know, that's what everyone remembers this one for. Dumbledore dies. Spoilers, but I had a spoiler warning, so it's on you if you saw the spoiler, so yeah. Obviously, the real plot is more complicated, but in its essence, it's mostly just about Harry and Dumbledore digging through the memories of Voldemort so they can try and figure out a way to defeat him. And come to think of it, they never actually explain how Dumbledore gets these memories. I don't know. It's been a while since I read this one. By that I mean like 4 months, but that's a while for me when it comes to Harry Potter books. And also there's a plot where Draco is told it becomes a Death Eater and has to kill Dumbledore, and Harry has to investigate it. So yeah, that part's also cool. I like this book, obviously. But aside from the main plot, we also get a lot of great character development from Ron, Hermione, Ginny, Draco, Snape, and of course Dumbledore. Plus, this one sets up Deathly Hallows really, really well, so I think it deserves some credit for that. In 3rd place, we have The Prisoner of Azkaban. Azkaban, I think. Who knows? This book is interesting because it's the only one where Voldemort isn't important. Basically, the plot is a criminal named Sirius Black escapes from this big wizard prison called Azkaban, and everyone thinks he wants to kill Harry.
But, plot twist.
At the end, it's revealed that Sirius is actually Harry's godfather, and all the crimes that he had committed were actually committed by a guy named Peter Pettigrew, who's Ron's rat, which is kind of disturbing when you think about it. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the only book where we get to see all 3 of Harry's Quidditch games.
Yay!
We also get some great humor from this book, mainly coming from this new teacher, Professor Twelverney, who is introduced to us in this one, who teaches divination and is crazy. And also Hagrid becoming a teacher, which is pretty funny as well. Unfortunately, this is the book where we introduce Time Turners, which does, yes, lead to one of my favorite scenes in the entire series, where Harry fends off a ton of Death Eaters with one Expecto Patronus charm, and it's like the one that his dad used, and it's so awesome.
But then the cursed child happened and it's all ruined.
But no. Only happy thoughts on this channel. Only happy thoughts. No more cursed child. This book also helps really expand our view of the magical world by introducing Cornelius Fudge, the Minister of Magic, properly. He was in Chamber of Secrets, but very briefly, showing us some new magical creatures like Bogarts and Hippogriffs, and of course Dementors, and also showing us Hogsmeade, which is like the first wizard civilization we get to see in Harry Potter. So that's cool. Also, this is the one where Harry blows up Aunt Marge. Need I say more? Our runner-up for today is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. And oh my god, this one is so good. Where do I even begin? I know, I'll begin with the plot. The plot is Harry goes back to Hogwarts to discover that this super dangerous wizard competition has been reopened. And it happens between 3 wizarding schools, Hogwarts obviously, and then also these 2 new schools, Bottons and Durmstrang from other countries.
That's cool.
I said so that's cool way too many times in this video, haven't I? Anyway, what happens is that Harry is chosen for the Triwizard Tournament, even though he's too young to do it, but his name came out of a magic cup. So now he's legally obliged to compete in this massive death tournament of death, even though he didn't choose to. Man, the Wizarding World is really messed up. So yeah, he competes in the tournament and stuff happens. Like Voldemort coming back to life, which was awesome. And a lot of important stuff goes down in this book. It's probably the most important in the series besides Deathly Hallows. Also, the Triwizard Tournament is really great. We get to see Harry fight a dragon, become a weird fish thing, and go through the coolest magical maze in the history of cool magical mazes, which I must say is a very prestigious title for a maze to have. And also, this one has a lot of great action sequences, mainly because of the tournament. And also, it has a lot of death elves. And also, it has a lot of house elves. And house elves are awesome. And now, in first place, we have Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And oh, come on! How do I keep doing this? The actual winner is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Originally, the Goblet of Fire was at the top of this list. But then I reread Deathly Hallows like a few weeks ago. And it's so good. How did an actual human being write this? How does a brain come up with something this good? Anyway, this book is action-packed, it has incredible emotional depth, and it's actually really unique, because it's the only one where Harry doesn't go to Hogwarts. The plot is when Voldemort takes over the Ministry of Magic, Harry, Ron, and Hermione have to travel all over Europe looking for all of his different Horcruxes so they can destroy them all.
Kill him.
And it all concludes in this big battle at Hogwarts, and oh my god, that battle was so great. Brought so many awesome moments, like Harry going through Snape's memories, and Neville decapitating Nagini, and it was amazing. It was spectacular. Yay. The one problem I do have with this is the Elder Wand twist, where it turns out that Harry is the master of the Elder Wand because he stole a different wand from Draco, physically, in a completely unrelated situation weeks ago. But this big battle at the end isn't the only good thing that happens in this. Like, the Golden Trio breaking into the Ministry of Magic is actually one of my favorite scenes in the series. Scene? Is it a scene if it's a book? Page segments? No, I'm gonna go scene. This book also does a great job of rounding off the arcs of characters like Snape and Ginny and Dumbledore, even though he's already dead, and of course Harry. So yeah, for those reasons, this is my favorite book in the Harry Potter series, and actually just at all, it's my favorite book ever. So yeah, that is my list. Feel free to like and subscribe, or dislike and unsubscribe. Have a good day, and I will see you guys later. I used iMovie to edit this video. iMovie is a free editing app you can get on your phone, or computer, or tablet, or whatever you want. And then I also used a Fuge Tech tripod and pop voice microphone to make this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, so yeah. Bye.